Thank you for joining KARE TV for the official telecast of the 48th Annual Aquatennial Torchlight Parade. Brought to you by your neighborhood Taco Bell restaurants, who invite you to say hello to their new steak fajitas. Celebrity accommodations by the Whitney Hotel. And now, stay tuned for News 11.
When Slumberland puts together a betting package, chances are no one's going to beat it. Right now, we'll give you an outstanding price on a quality Serta extra firm mattress and box spring. Just $178 for the twin set, $238 for the full set, $288 for the queen set, $368 for the king set, and that's not all. You'll also get a solid metal bed frame, pillows, and a complete set of linens when you buy the Serta mattress and box spring on sale at Slumberland. Can you beat that? I doubt it.
No other cows have our style or grace. We're the breed that gives Kemp's its great taste. The secret of Kemp's, it's the cows.
We hate to start a battle, but those other cows are cattle.
The secret of Kemp's, it's the cows.
Kemp's ice cream? It's the cows.
Moo.
Captain Ken's the good taste of America. There's something special in every bite. Old-fashioned flavor and it tastes just right.
Whenever you cook out or barbecue, remember my Captain Ken's oven baked beans. Look for them in the freezer section of your favorite grocery. When you serve Captain Ken's, you've added a touch of the very best.
Ugh. Why can't I ever take decent pictures? Where did I go wrong?
Maybe to the wrong photo finisher. Look, if they gave you bum photos, ProX will fix them. Free. Bring us your most disappointing pictures, plus their negatives, and we'll reprint a few, just to show you how much better ProX makes them look.
See, I can take decent pictures.
ProX. You won't be disappointed.
Maybe I should turn pro.
Be there for the KARE WLOL Aquatennial Ice Cream Social and Sky Concert.
Presented by the American Dairy Association at St. Anthony, Maine River Place, July 26th.
Now, the Twin Cities' fastest growing television news. News 11. With Paul Majors, Diana Pierce, Tom Reither on sports, and meteorologist Paul Douglas.
Good evening, everybody. Paul and Diana are on assignment. News 11 has learned attempted murder charges against Ruth Longstreet have been dropped.
Now, Longstreet was accused of sending a bomb wrapped like a Christmas present to her ex-son-in-law's girlfriend.
That incident happened last December, and as News 11 exclusively reported last month, the state's case against Longstreet was falling apart. And late today, the charges were dropped. News 11's Bernie Grace reports.
Ruth Longstreet fought back tears as she talked about how awful the past 8 months have been since her arrest.
My friends, my family, yes. Of course. It's hurt all of them. It's been a nightmare for all of them. Gates of hell.
You get up in the morning time and just thought about this case, huh?
Well, of course, that's all I thought about.
Longstreet was accused of meeting a courier in Richfield last December and giving him a Christmas package to deliver. Soon after it was delivered, it exploded. The explosion occurred in front of the home of Longstreet's former son-in-law's girlfriend. Police say at the time the messenger positively identified Longstreet as the woman who gave him the package. Police now say the courier is unsure. And News 11 learned a variety of items taken from Longstreet's home did not match the contents of the bomb. At the time they were taken, police thought these items might have been used to make the bomb. Longstreet's attorney praised the county attorney's office for dropping the case, but he says that won't undo the damage.
It's extremely distressing that a person such as Ruth here can be required to expend her life savings and undergo the anxiety and public shame and humiliation of 8 months of an absolutely false accusation.
The Minneapolis bomb squad continues to investigate this case, and they say Ruth Longstreet remains a suspect, as do several other people. To that, Longstreet's attorney says it's high time the bomb squad either put up or shut up. In Minneapolis, Bernie Grace, News 11.
If there are any new arrests or charges in this case, they are not expected anytime soon, according to the Minneapolis bomb squad.
The St. Paul native Clinton Lone Tree is on trial tonight. He's the Marine accused of selling secrets to the Soviets. The Lone Tree was let into the trial today in Virginia. He is the first Marine in history to be tried for espionage. Friends and family of 8 American Indian tribes rallied outside the trial. They say that Lone Tree was coerced into spying because he's an American Indian. Lone Tree's father admits that he did fall in love with a Soviet woman, but that's all he's admitting.
So he was just a victim of being a human being. Fell in love with a woman.
And Lone Tree is charged with 13 counts of espionage while at the Moscow and Vienna embassies. His trial continues tomorrow.
7 men involved in a counterfeit scheme are facing jail terms tonight. Secret Service agents displayed $400,000 in worthless bills recovered during the bust last February. Those convicted will spend from 3 months to 2 years in prison for the crime. And a 21-year-old Austin man has been found guilty of murdering Timothy Hummel. David Shoup and 24-year-old Bradley Newman were arrested following the crime last October. Hummel's body was found in an abandoned farm outside Austin. Shoup is convicted of second-degree murder. Newman's trial is next month.
Well, tonight, the father of a woman, the victim of an unsolved murder 15 years ago, is offering a reward for any leads into the investigation. News 11's Mary Stuckey reports the father of Phyllis Pepin has hopes that the killer will be found.
Don Briard is a man who will not have peace until his daughter's killer is found. Phyllis Jean Pepin died 15 years ago, shot to death in her home in Arden Hills. Pepin's husband found her body here in this house. Nothing was missing from the house, and she had not been sexually assaulted. Police investigated the case and came up empty-handed.
I've been praying for all these years, and it's been bugging me. Who could have got it? Who could have done it and gotten away with it all these years and not been found? And so I decided to do this.
On Sunday, Briard placed this ad in the Minneapolis paper offering a $1,000 reward for information about his daughter's killer.
He might have confided to somebody in all this time, and this party that he confided in might have got mad at him and decided to turn him in.
But so far, the ad has generated no new information. Police say finding the killer is unlikely, but Briard is determined not to give up hope. Mary Stuckey, News 11, Minneapolis.
Anyone with information in this case should call the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office.
A chlorine leak in a St. Paul company has its neighbors steaming tonight. 2 office buildings next to the Dixie Petrochem company were evacuated after the company sprung a leak. The gas escaped from a valve in a 1-ton chlorine tank. Authorities say the area is clear, but neighbors say this isn't the first time.
4 different occasions that we know about. I get frustration a little bit because when we've called different agencies, it doesn't seem like there's anything we can do.
Today's leak is under investigation. An unusual case of arson in Richfield. Firefighters tossed smoldering pieces of furniture from a window following an early morning fire. The owner, Lucille Jefferson, surveyed her damaged home. Damage done by a fire her daughter says she set. Carolyn Jefferson is being held at the Hennepin County Crisis Center tonight.
The food shelves in Minnesota's troubled Arrowhead region are running short of food. The company serving the food bank has had money troubles. Fewer people are donating. Fundraisers have fallen short. But at the Union Gospel Mission, the number of meals served to the needy has doubled. The budget troubles are being called tonight severe. In northeast Minneapolis, complaints about transients are on the rise. Residents say transients living along the riverfront and near railroad tracks in that part of the city are going into residential neighborhoods and asking for food. One resident says she was grilling steaks when a transient helped himself.
The door slammed in your face one of these days, you know. Then what happens? We'll go to the next one.
Police say following the 2 transient-related murders in that part of the city, they're cracking down, but some residents say more patrols are needed.
Maplewood-based 3M says tonight it's moving hundreds of employees to Texas. The company's electrical products division is moving to Austin, Texas, taking with it 350 workers. The move will take place in about a year. A 3M research center already in Austin employs about 1,000 workers. And Northern States Power hit a new record tonight as the upper Midwest simmers in a heat wave. Today's energy use was 6,014 megawatts, beating the old record for the day set last year. All of NSP's generators are being used tonight, and the company is even purchasing power from elsewhere. That record is expected to be broken again tomorrow.
Speaking of hot, it was a hot night for a parade in downtown Minneapolis.
The Aquatennial Torchlight Parade was a smash, and it was a crowd pleaser for more than 100,000 spectators.
Paul Majors and Diana Pierce join us live from downtown right now. Hi, gang.
Hello.
Well, Joan and Kevin, welcome back to the starting point of the Torchlight Parade. I'm sure, at this point, I'm sure the parade is still, in fact, snaking all the way
It's
through
still
town.
making its way downtown, but where we are, of course, the parade is over, and there's a lot of people leaving right now. It can't be too much fun going home right about now because all the roads around here are just jammed with people and cars.
We have an estimate that something like 140,000 people came downtown to see the parade, which means 140,000 people are trying to leave the downtown at this point.
Right about now.
That also includes, of course, the
The
crowd
Twins
that was at
game.
the Twins game. Something like 20,000 people at the Twins game tonight. The Twins, by the way, won, which you may or may not have mentioned at this point.
3-1.
If you haven't, we'll go ahead and do it. Those people will be heading home, too, so if you're waiting for someone to get home from downtown, you may be waiting for quite a while.
Of course, though, the biggest event tonight was the Torchlight Parade, and tonight we have a team report on the big event here, beginning with Melissa Young on a hot night for parade participants.
Everybody loves a parade, but what's the favorite act?
The bands, definitely the bands.
I came to see the music of the bands.
Oh, I love Aquatennial time and listening to the bands. The music is fantastic.
There's nothing like that loud, brassy sound on a hot summer night. But if you're not first in the band line, you'll have to wait your turn in the heat.
What is it you're doing? Just wetting the back of their neck down, keeping them cool.
Hudson High School's band had several students pass out from heat exhaustion 5 years ago. Now they take precautions.
After we checked in here, we went back over to McDonald's and we changed leisurely and had more water and more fluids and more material to eat. So we're just really hopefully taking care of them. We hope not to lose anybody tonight.
Oh, they're spraying us with water and giving us plenty to drink, so it's okay. It's really fun. It's different from all our little parades from little towns.
While band members are doing what they can to beat the heat, John Stone tells us parade fans are also fighting the sweat.
Though the sun set, the parade watchers sweat. The downtown bank sign read 86 degrees.
Oh, it's been real toasty. Yeah, and I work out in it all day, too, so it's terrible.
Ambulances waited for folks to get faint, but few did. They were ready for the heat, with short pants and ice cream and
Gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic.
and soda pop. How's it taste on this hot day?
Great. It's really great.
And every now and then, a cool breeze swept through the route the parade would follow.
Yeah, it's great. A nice relief from how it's been.
These kids beat the heat, but missed the parade. For the thousands who waited to see it, the heat was no sweat. John Stone, News 11.
Well, there was a lot of people that put tonight's parade together, but it was an event that was well worth the wait, as we saw earlier tonight on Channel 11.
Tell them what happened to my microphone.
Paul's microphone just died, so we have to relay everything through this at this point. Died just in time.
Tell them that I had a lot of fun.
Paul had a lot of fun.
I'll see him again tomorrow when I come back to work.
And he'll see you tomorrow. Actually, we're not back to work tomorrow.
Oh, we aren't?
No.
We'll see you again on Friday.
We'll see you on Friday. We're at the Queen of the Lakes pageant tomorrow night. Thanks. We'll see you back at the station, Joan and Kevin.
Tell Paul he's really crazy. You guys did a good job. Thank you very much.
Good night, all.
And in Maplewood, lots of people went to the Ramsey County Fair instead of the Torchlight Parade tonight. The fair opened today and will run through Sunday. This year, there will be lots of 25-cent events, and admission is free. Good deal. Fun doesn't stop until about midnight each night. Still ahead tonight on News 11, PTL officials tell those who've donated they've been taken for a ride.
Also tonight, tension in the Persian Gulf as the U.S. escort of oil tankers pass a critical point.
Burn victim Jennifer Teets goes through a trying ordeal as her home gets ripped off.
And some rare birds arrive at the Carlos Avery Preserve after their first flight. We'll be right back.
SuperValue wants you to know how to avoid getting stuck by a pineapple. First, look for the deep green crown that tops the ripest pineapples, and a solid thump that says it's bursting with juice. Then check for a delicious aroma, the surest sign of ripeness. Or just come to SuperValue, where all our produce is double your money back, guaranteed fresh. It's the best way to avoid getting stuck by a pineapple. And it's only at SuperValue.
What are you going to do now that you sold this place, Ed?
Probably just loaf around like you guys.
We'll work with you.
Really? Norwest found ways to keep my money working, so I don't have to.
I could have put your money to work.
We'll do our best.
We're sure gonna miss you, cherry sodas.
We know the way. We are Norwest. The weather is hot. It's time to cool off with a salad from McDonald's today. Get an Anchor food, keep before you leftovers too. Hot or cold, serve them up either way.
Right now, when you buy any one of McDonald's 4 fresh entree salads, you'll get a microwave food keeper from Anchor Hocking for just 69 cents. They go from freezer to microwave or conventional oven.
It's a good time. Hot time, full time too. For the great taste of McDonald's.
The lights are going down. The sale's almost over. The 88 Corsica, now $92.73 after rebate during your Twin Cities area Chevy team Chevy Nights and Savings Days.
Around-the-clock excitement. On sale this week.
The new 1988 Chevy Corsica. Front-wheel drive, AM/FM stereo, heavy-duty battery, electric rear window defogger, electronic fuel injection, power steering and brakes, and more. The new 88 Corsica, $92.73 including freight after rebate. Sale ends soon. Hurry to your Twin Cities area Chevy team.
Cities area heartbeat.
2 Kuwaiti oil tankers sailed up the Persian Gulf, and tonight the trip, fortunately, has been uneventful. The tankers are being escorted by U.S. fighter jets and 4 Navy warships on high alert for Iran's high-speed gunboats and helicopters. Iran has vowed to strike the convoy and take American sailors as prisoners. The ships passed what's considered to be the key point on the map, the Straits of Hormuz. The ships passed within a very short distance of Iran.
President Reagan continues pushing his economic program, and that story tops Datelines tonight. The president met with state and local officials at the White House today, telling them their financial condition has improved. Mr. Reagan says it's now up to Congress to stop spending. In Columbia, South Carolina, PTL officials and contributors went to court for the first day of the scandal-ridden organization's bankruptcy trial. The proceedings turned into a media event as PTL's chief operating officer told contributors they are the victims of Jim and Tammy Baker. And in Portland, Oregon, Tupperware parties are taking a new tack. Kitchenware buyers are mostly women, and the parties are now taking place in offices. So now you can take time away from your desk to find out how to burp your bowls and lock in freshness. Isn't that nice?
When's the last time you burped a bowl? It's been a while, I'll bet.
It's been a while. The atmosphere is burping tonight in the northern portion
Sally
of the
Patrick
state.
joining us. Paul Douglas is off. He's at the parade.
He's at the parade, and we're watching some big thunderstorms developing in the northern portion of the state near the Canadian border, and we'll talk about that in a minute. First of all, the high today, let's take a look at it. 90 degrees. It was sultry out there. 72 was this morning's low, and the sun sets at 8:51, rises 5:47. Clear skies at the airport right now. It's still warm and muggy, 81 degrees. A south wind at 15 miles an hour. The dew point stands at 69, and the pressure is on the rise. Let's take a look at Loop 11 starting all the way back last night. We're going to watch thunderstorms develop and explode over the Dakotas and then slide their way eastward over northern Minnesota, dropping 3.5 inches of rain at Cass Lake. Couple of funnel clouds developed as well. It cleared out. The sun came out, baked us, temperatures well into the 90s all over the state, and then just within the last couple of hours, thunderstorms developing up around International Falls and back through the Dakotas. We'll take a look at radar right now and show you what's going on. Thunderstorm going through International Falls, producing winds of 53 miles an hour. That was enough to down trees just east of the city. Severe thunderstorm watch now in effect for North and South Dakota until 3 a.m. Thunderstorms just developing, and they will become very big and powerful later on tonight. You can see them on the satellite. This entire area, I think by tomorrow morning, will be covered in solid white with heavy thunderstorms. Northern Minnesota again getting the brunt of that tonight. Now this is all forming along a stationary front which will sag southward, and I think tomorrow afternoon we could be in for some severe weather, and we'll certainly keep you updated on that. In the meantime, we'll deal with the heat and humidity. 81 degrees right now in the cities, 82 over in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Westward, 93 Pierce, South Dakota, after a high today of 102 degrees. It was hot today, and it even looked hot as you looked out the window with all the haze in the air. Visibility across the state, despite the sunshine, was generally less than 10 miles. And around the Twin Cities, visibility today was less than 5 miles. It was hazy and sticky. We have another one coming up tomorrow. The details coming up in the forecast next.
You know, traveling around the country, you learn there's a lot of skimpy carry-out pizza out there. I mean, how many times do you have to order extra cheese just to get any cheese at all? And when are they going to realize it takes more than 3 pepperonis to make a pepperoni pizza? Fortunately, Pizza Hut makes the same great pan pizza to go that they serve in their restaurants. Hot, fresh, lots of cheese. Boy, if you are what you eat, what are you if you eat this, huh?
Now here's a little something I bet you didn't know about orange juice. You know what this is? Well, no other major brand comes closer to this than this Tropicana Pure Premium. Like fresh squeezed, this is the pure natural juice of the Florida orange. The only one with nothing added, nothing taken away. Minute Maid, Citrus Hill, they can't say that. Only Tropicana Pure Premium. You just can't pick a better juice. Come on, Doc, back to work.
All my life, I've been waiting. Today there'll be no hesitation, no Buick. Your luxury, oh Buick. The world will see that you were meant for me.
Your Buick dealer is offering great values on select new Buick models. See your participating Buick dealer today for details.
Oh Buick, I've seen the light. I'm gonna drive my Buick tonight.
It's Snyder's Savings Jamboree. See how you save today at your old corner drugstore.
Save on Menon Speed Stick Super Dry Antiperspirant or Real Smooth On Antiperspirant. Your choice, just $1.49. Save up to $1.40 on Duracell alkaline batteries in a variety of sizes. Regularly up to $2.99, now just $1.59. Save on Lee Natural or Active Length Sculptured Nails. Everything you need for perfect salon-style nails, just $6.99. Ask about our new Prince Plus film developing program at Snyder's.
Keep the air conditioning on tonight. It will be muggy out there. You'll need it. Overnight low going down to 74 degrees. And for tomorrow, more of the same, hot and sticky with thunderstorms, possibly very heavy thunderstorms in the afternoon. High up around 90, a shirt soaker. Showers and thunderstorms on Friday, 86. And by the weekend, we should be a little less humid. Temperatures in the upper 80s to low 90s. I have to mention this. On this date, in 1918, a single bolt of lightning struck 504 sheep in Utah. They were all herded together because of the severe weather. The lightning hit one of them and then sent through the other 500, and that was it. Thought I'd leave you on that note.
Oh, cocktail conversation there, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Something to mention to your friends, yeah, when you're bored.
You're going to be going back on Sunrise pretty soon, huh?
Real soon, yeah.
Thank you, Sally.
11 trumpeter swans from Peoria, Illinois have a new home in Minnesota tonight. The baby swans were unloaded after their short flight from Peoria. They're on their route to the Carlos Avery Wildlife Refuge in Anoka County. The new additions bring the swan population at the refuge to 42 birds. Same total as last year. Sally, no sheep.
Coming up next, it looks like inflation is making a comeback.
And experts discover a new kind of AIDS in cats. We'll be right back.
Levitt Super Sale. Every piece of furniture in every Levitt showroom has been reduced. But hurry, it starts tomorrow. You'll love it at Levitt's.
Spend a little time with Reynolds Wrap this summer and savor a little summertime.
Some plastic wraps seem to have a mind of their own. So get the one that cleans where it's supposed to clean. Get Reynolds plastic wrap before yours gets out of hand.
Honey, look, I'm sorry about the Shamatov. I thought that you liked the strawberry and cream best, so I figured it'd be all right if I ate the last raspberry and cream.
With chocolate?
Yeah, with chocolate.
Shamatov, the super premium bar.
There must be over 100 truck dealers in the Twin Cities. You have to wonder, why do people choose one over another?
Well, people are choosing Midway Chevrolet right now because we're offering S10 pickups and Blazers at huge discounts. Rebates up to $1,000 or interest rates as low as 3.9%. We've got over 120 S10 pickups and Blazers right here at Midway Chevrolet.
I'll see to it that you're satisfied with your new purchase at Midway Chevrolet. You have my word on that.
Midway Chev, University Avenue, St. Paul.
Well, inflation this year may be at its highest level in 5 years. For the first half of 1987, to 5.4%. The jump was fueled in part by higher energy costs. Analysts say this is a sign of inflation returning. AIDS researchers in Chicago have found a new AIDS-type virus in cats. And this finding may lead experts to discovering how the AIDS virus deteriorates the immune system in people. This new virus may be similar to the disease found in people. But there's one major difference. Feline AIDS appears to have no links to cancer, and there is no evidence cats can pass on the virus to people or that people can pass AIDS on to felines.
Peasants in the Philippines tonight are celebrating. That's after Philippine President Corazon Aquino signed a decree aimed at distributing large tracts of farmland to millions of peasants. Aquino's family property is the first to be divided up for rural farmers. That decree was signed in an important ceremony in Manila.
And tonight on our series, We the People, an early U.S. leader who developed foreign policy for the country. Tonight, we take you back to a time of James Monroe. And as Marty Burns-Wolf reports, Monroe reluctantly went along with the Constitution.
Did you know that if James Monroe, the 5th President of the United States, had had his way, the United States Constitution might never have become reality?
Here in Fredericksburg, Virginia, there's a memorial library and a museum honoring James Monroe.
Honoring him for his many accomplishments during his 2 terms as president, his actions as Secretary of War, and his diplomatic career. Monroe is best known for the Monroe Doctrine, which quite simply laid down the law. It said the United States considered the Western Hemisphere no longer a place ripe for European colonization. Further, any country that made any such attempt would be considered engaged in an act of hostility. This document became one of the foundations for the foreign policy of the United States. This is the home of James Monroe in Charlottesville, Virginia. It was here he began his early public career. And though he was a delegate to the Philadelphia Convention, he became known as a man opposed to an even more famous set of American principles, the United States Constitution. The Constitution failed to include a Bill of Rights, and Monroe opposed direct taxation by the federal government. After the states ratified the Constitution, he reluctantly agreed to go along with it, and eventually learned to live by it and its guiding principles as this country's 5th president. For We the People, I'm Marty Burns-Wolf.
Coming up in sports, a sudden death playoff at the State Amateur Golf Championship. We'll tell you how it came out.
And the Twins played the Yankees for possibly the last time until the playoffs. Randy Shaver will have the highlights next in sports.
What exactly is a medical specialist?
You can see on this scan of Jimmy's bone structure.
When do you need a medical specialist?
See that, Mary? Your baby's doing just fine.
Where do you find a medical specialist?
Thus far, the cancer is limited to the area around...
How do you know that you have the right medical specialist? For the answers, call Hennepin Faculty Associates at 347-4262. 240 medical specialists who teach, conduct research, and provide skilled specialist care.
We be the Studney twins. We are identical. We have the exact same taste in everything. Clothes, cars, women, clothes, and pizza.
For identical pizza emergencies, it's the 2 for Special. 2 specially made Godfather's pizzas, the 4-topper and the super pepperoni for one low price.
He's got a mind of his own.
The 2 for Special at Godfather's Pizza. What are you waiting for?
Hi, I'm Judy, head operator at The Connection. So many of you have called The Connection. We've had over 4 million information requests that I'm not going to tell you how it works, but I will remind you that it is a free call. Whether you call The Connection all the time or this is your first time, call this week. Ask for anything you need. If you're stumped for an idea, we suggest that you ask for furniture stores, because this week, one caller looking for new furniture will win a $200 gift certificate good towards their purchase of new furniture. It could be you.
A great deal on a great car? No problem at your Toyota dealer. Want to save on Toyota's lowest price per sell? No problem. Want a deal from a huge selection?
No problem.
How about a Camry? Best resale value in its class.
No problem.
You want a great price in a sporty MR2? No problem. See your Toyota dealer now. He's got the cars, the deals, and no problems.
There are a lot of supermarkets out there. Each have things they do well. Some are known for freshness, others for convenience, some for quality, others for variety, and still others for low prices. But try to find one store with all those features, and compared to Rainbow Foods, the other supermarkets just don't stack up. Rainbow Foods, where only the price is less.
Minneapolis FBI agent Jeff Glover expects to finish his Montana Marathon tomorrow. He passed the 500-mile mark tonight in the final stretch of his foot race to raise money for leukemia research. So far, Glover has raised over $35,000, and he's still collecting.
Wednesday night, Torchlight Parade in downtown Minneapolis. You would not expect that the Twins would draw a big crowd, but I suppose with the Yankees in town.
40,000 tonight at the Dome. They drew over 113,000 for the three-game series.
Great series.
Which is amazing. Yeah, Frank Viola pitched another outstanding game tonight, beating the Yankees 3-1 on 4 hits. He struck out 6. Now, Frank got some help, especially from Kirby Puckett. He broke out of his batting slump tonight and made one of the most outstanding catches you'll ever see. Again, the final was 3-1 in favor of the Twins. Frankie V was tough. 4th straight win now for him. He gave up only 1 run, strikes out Ricky Henderson. He's won 8 of his last 9. Herbeck hit a homer tonight, his 24th, and then Puckett. It goes to right field. It is gone. His 15th of the year, his first home run since June 30th. He was 2 for 4 tonight. Talk about great catches. He seems to be doing this about once every 2 weeks. This one off Henry Cotto's bat. He's over the fence and he grabs it, a snow cone in the glove. A great out by Kirby Puckett. Jeff Reardon picked up his 20th save of the year, getting Mike Pagliarudo to line out in the double play to Herbeck to end the game. The Yankees and Twins split their season series, and now the Twins go on the road for 13 games starting in Toronto tomorrow night. The American League West standings do not change because Oakland, California, and Kansas City all won tonight. Oakland blew their game open at Detroit in the top of the second. Jose Canseco drills a double to the wall in right center. Luis Polonia scores from first, and it was 4-0. Mark McGwire, 4 hits, 4 RBIs, including his 36th homer, and this double down the left field line right after Canseco's double to score Jose, and Oakland rolls over Detroit. We check the final 10-1. The Twins final right there, 3-1. California wins tonight. Mike Witt, his 12th win. Jimmy Eisenreich had a 2-run single for Kansas City. Bo Jackson hit a homer. Baltimore over the White Sox. They're tied up at Texas. And Seattle beat Milwaukee 2-1. In County Stadium this afternoon, the Brewers tied their game with Seattle at 1 apiece. Paul Molitor's single scores Ernest Riles from second. But Seattle would win it in the 7th inning. Ray Quinones had 3 hits today. This one goes to right field. John Moses scores from second. Milwaukee loses. The final was 2-1. National League. Mets a winner. Pittsburgh over San Francisco. Mike Scott had 10 strikeouts tonight for Houston. Philadelphia a winner. The Cubs are leading San Diego, and L.A. is leading St. Louis. At the Olympic Sports Festival tonight, Roseville's Tricia Stennis set a new festival record in the women's 1,000-meter speed skating event. Stennis, in the red, representing the West team, took the lead on the 9th and final lap and never looked back, winning in 1 minute 47.5 seconds. Tara Laszlo of St. Paul finished 3rd. Amy Peterson of St. Paul was also in the race but did not place. In basketball tonight, the North and White defeated the South 88-73 to win the gold medal. The Gophers, Willie Burton with a bucket there, and the North was 2-2 in the round-robin series. John Harris of the Edina Country Club won the State Amateur Golf Championship today, defeating Jeff Teal in sudden death. Harris parred the second hole at Hazeltine while Teal bogeyed to give him the title. Harris fired a 78 today, and he was 1 shot back of the leader, Steve Johnson, starting today. Harris finished at 8 over par. Johnson shot a 79 to finish at 9 over. Teal out of Meadowbrook had a 72 to tie for the lead, but Harris wins in sudden death. 11 people picked 6 correctly today out at Canterbury. Each took home over $3,300.
Not bad. Thank you, Randy.
You bet.
Coming up next, a blow to Jennifer Tietz and her family.
While the young burn victim is recovering at home, somebody robbed that home. The story next on The Extra.
What's better than a sofa and love seat for $5.99? A sofa and love seat, 2 tables, and a lamp for $5.99. All total, that's a 50% savings. Where else but Slumberland can you get this coordinated designer look for so little? Right now, when you buy this handsome 2-piece group with matching pillows, you'll get 2 brass and glass tables and a lamp with brass accents. Absolutely free. But wait, need some room for those unexpected guests? For just $100 more, you can have the sleep sofa. Come to Slumberland. There's no better deals anywhere.
Attention car buyers. Don't buy anything until you see this. Now, buy any Mazda 626 in stock and choose $900 in options free from Mazda or get $900 cash back. Buy one of these 323s in stock and choose $500 in options free from Mazda or get $500 cash back. Use cash back toward your down payment or get a check from Mazda. Hurry! Get $900 on 626 or $500 on 323 today.
In this valley, nature can't be hurried. It takes an entire growing season to get to this day. The best takes time, which is why Heileman's old-style beer is fully krausened, slowly and naturally. Krausening is an expensive, time-consuming method of double brewing for unmatched smoothness and drinkability. Nature can't be hurried, nor do we hurry Old Style, America's best brewed premium beer.
Take me back where I belong. Take me where it's safe and warm.
The Goodyear Vector is the all-season radial that pumps water away to keep more tire tread on the road. And for some, that's a comforting thought.
Take me home. Goodyear, take me home. Never matters how far I go. Goodyear, take me home.
6 months ago, Jennifer Tietz was badly burned in a fire at her home, a fire that killed 2 other children and was started by kids playing with matches. Tonight on News 11 Extra, Andrea Shane reports that while Jennifer is now recovering at home, something very important to her healing process was stolen last week.
Life is still a struggle for Jennifer. Her wounds are healing much faster than doctors expected, but the intense heat makes her very uncomfortable.
It is hot.
She and her mother, Robin, try to escape from it by going outside. It's even worse inside because their air conditioner was stolen from this window last Friday. Jennifer needed that air conditioner. The cool air helped heal her burns. Right now, all they have is a fan.
The first 2 days I didn't have any fans or anything, and it was miserable. You know, I was feeling bad, even though it wasn't my fault, you know, but it was nothing I could do for her, you know. And I just tried to make it as comfortable as possible.
And while the air conditioner is what Robin and Jennifer miss the most, that's not all that was taken from their home. A chair, pictures, and a toolbox were also stolen. Those were Robin's most valuable possessions.
I just depend on me and her. Because she'll come up to me and she'll say, it's okay, you know, she sees me sad and she can feel it, you know, and she'll say, I love you, and that's when she'll give me kisses or something, you know, so.
Robin says you work with what you have. For her, that is strength. And in Jennifer, she has a bundle of joy. They both know summer is far from over, and there's no relief from the heat in sight. But with her strength and Jennifer's joy, Robin says there is nothing that will get in their way. Nothing at all, not after what they've been through. Andrea Shane, News 11, St. Paul.
Ridiculous they have to face that.
Weather.
Thunderstorms are possible tomorrow. They may be heavy, high of 90. Randy.
Our best to former Gopher football coach Cal Stahl. He's in critical condition tonight at U of M hospitals awaiting a much-needed heart transplant. Our best to him.
And that'll do it for us. Thank you very much for joining us.
See you tomorrow night.
Good night.
Honey, enough.
Most tired of losing.
I know it.
Next time. Tired of missing out.
Oh, gee.
Time and time again.
I give up.
It's time you played Hardee's $40 million pocket money game. You could win up to $10,000 just by matching heads and tails. Plus, we guarantee you'll win a delicious food prize every time you play. So play pocket money.
We won.
And get a real taste of winning. Because at Hardee's, we're out to win you over.
I can only cook one thing, but I do it very well. My giddy-up chili. I use only fresh, natural ingredients. This tomato came from the garden out back. And this came from a chunk of 100% natural Kraft cheese. See, unlike some shredded products, Kraft shredded cheese is all natural. No artificial ingredients or preservatives. good. When I'm cooking, it's got to be 100% natural craft brand shredded cheese.
We're the nylons and we're waiting.
He's the nylons.
We're in this fabulous, glamorous life of show business.
And we're just about to enter this fabulous elevator.
Our limos arrive. Our limos arrive. Come on with us, won't you?
The Nylon. In concert at Northrop Auditorium. Friday, August 14th at 8 p.m.
Sister Jenny Sue was the queen of the hop. After school, she just like
Tickets available at Dayton's at Northrop Auditorium. You're watching KARE, Minneapolis, St. Paul.